Hey, YouTube family, come on in, come on in. We have something to talk about regarding a new movie that's coming out in September. This is probably one of the most demonic movies, one of the most demonic trailers I have ever seen, because it's just in your face and it really shows, the process of how to really get to that level. And you got to do certain demonic rituals and sexual abuse and all those things, right? It's just all in this film. And for copyright reasons, I clipped it up and I will be pausing it, so I'm not going to let it play through. I chopped it up because there's a lot of symbolism in there, and if you just watch it and you're not educated, you won't understand what's going on. There is something called subliminal messages, all right? There's something called symbolism. And a lot of these occultic people and these elites, they thrive on telling you what they're going to do or what they're involved in without you really understanding. Your subconscious picks it up, but in that 0.2 second clip, you won't see it because your subconscious is picking it up, but it's so quick that you just don't see it or you don't understand. And there's just so much symbolism, all right? So I'm here to educate you on this film, Him, all right? But before I play the video, I'm not gonna play the full trailer. I'm gonna give you an understanding of what this film is, all right? Do me a favor, guys, hit that like button so we can push this out in the algorithm. Let's first talk about what this film is about, all right? So it's a horror film. The horror film Him, produced by Jordan Peele, follows a promising young football player who is invited to train at the remote compound of a legendary aging quarterback. This training journey under his idol, played by Marlon Wayans, takes the player on a chilling exploration of fame, power, and the pursuit of excellence at any cost. So when you're seeing a lot of those things taking place in that trailer, it's because this athlete wants to get to the top, and he's willing to do anything and everything to get the fame and the power, and the stuff that you're seeing is occultic. I mean, you're seeing blood, you're seeing, we'll talk about it a little later, all right? The movie is described as a sports movie translated through a classic spaghetti Western lens. And then we see here at the bottom, the theme is the film explores themes of fame, power, and the lengths one will go to achieve greatness, all right? I'm just giving you guys a understanding first, all right? It's about an athlete, a football player, Him. I'm 30, not that young, but when we're playing basketball, you shoot a three, you make it, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him. So this football player is supposed to be him, like I'm that guy. I'm the greatest. I'm going to the NFL. I'm gonna get to the top. I'm him. That's what it means, right? But this football player, he can't get there. There's something that's stopping him. There's a roadblock, and he's gonna have to make a choice. To get that fame, money, and fortune, he's gonna have to make a sacrifice. And this sacrifice is extremely diabolical, all right? And I want y'all to take a look at this video right over here, right, that I'm gonna play. All right, so let's go.
So you're gonna have to ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice?
You saw that? There's a demon behind him, about to kill him. What does the Bible say in Mark chapter 8, verse 36 through 37? For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul? Let's go back.
So you're gonna have to ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice?
You see that entity behind him right there? Right over there. What are you willing to sacrifice? And that entity is coming to, because he's the sacrifice. So he has to sacrifice himself. Okay, let's keep going.
This is everything. Do you want this?
So let's stop right there. I hope you caught that. It goes so quick. All right. So let's go back a little bit to really go back to what we just saw. All All right, let's go back to what we just saw.
This is everything.
First of all, this is everything. So there's a lot of people that struggle with idolatry, which means that basketball, football, their job, where they want to go is everything. This is everything, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Now look at these clips.
Do you want this?
So right here, you got to understand, he's meeting with like elites, people maybe in Freemasonry, people in the Illuminati, and they're wearing masks. They're old people like the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers. He's meeting with them and they're telling him, do you really want this? Do you really want the fame and the power? Do you really want the fortune? And he's meeting with these people who have masks on. All right, just listen to what's being said.
You want this?
Do you really want this? And here I had to blur this out because it was a sexual, immoral scene, right? But he's in this dark, secret place as an athlete, as someone that wants to go to the NFL, someone that wants to be big and major, and he has to meet with these powerful people, these elite people, these people that have this sexual stuff happening underground and have masks on, and they're old, and they're saying, do you really want this? Do you really want to get to the top? Do you really want to be the best football player? Are you willing to make that sacrifice? Right? And the Bible tells us, therefore, in Luke chapter 4, verse 7, therefore, if you will worship me, if you will worship before me, all will be yours. Satan tempted Jesus and said, if you bow down before me, I will give you all these things. You will be famous. You will be powerful. You will have all the riches. You'll have all this great stuff if you bow before me. This is exactly what we're seeing in this film, in this trailer. It's exactly what we are seeing in this trailer. Absolutely. All right, let's go back. What are you willing to sacrifice? So right here, you gotta understand, he's the sacrifice. You see, he has his football stuff on. He's the sacrifice. And he actually has agreed to go to the lengths of being the best by going through the sacrifice. And people don't realize that a sacrifice isn't just saying, okay, I'll sell my soul to the devil. There are perverted things that you'll have to do. There are disgusting things that you will have to do and be a part of. And you will do it. And if you ever try to speak against it, they have all this information on you. And you become a puppet and a slave, and you can never say anything. And they're just basically telling the world right now what happens in real life. That's what they're doing. They're telling the world right now what's happening. A lot of these athletes, a lot of these musicians, a lot of these celebrities, the actors, they all do this stuff. And what is that? That is a goat. Look at that. He's walking. Where's he going? Where's he going? He's walking up to what? A goat. What is that goat? Baphomet. So there's a lot of symbolism in this movie that a lot of people are not aware of because a lot of people don't do the research that I do. Because people call me conspiracy theorist and whatnot. I've been doing this research since I was 14. So when I watched the trailer, I knew exactly what was going on. All right, so that's exactly what this man is walking up to. Because in order for him to get to where he needs to get to, he has to serve Baphomet. He has to serve Baphomet, the goat. Right? Baphomet is a figure with a complex history often associated with occult and historic traditions, and is sometimes depicted as a goat-headed figure with both male and female attributes. It's absolutely demonic. Absolutely demonic. Now, this right here, there's a clip here which is diabolical. So you're seeing these two people in the back, and they have the panda eyes, and they're dressed in white. Now, when you look at a panda, you obviously know that the panda has the black eyes and the panda's white and has a little bit of black on it. Now, what this is truly depicting is satanic sexual abuse. This is depicting satanic sexual abuse. And a lot of you guys don't know symbolism. And that's why when you see this, you're like, oh, I don't understand. Let's keep going, all right? Okay, what does it say? Give me a second, let me go back. Let's stop right here. All right, right here. In satanic ritual abuse and many conspiracy theories circles, panda eyes is said to result from violent sexual abuse, particularly sodomy, which allegedly causes internal pressure and ruptures blood vessels around the eyes. Survivors and whistleblowers claim that this is a known result of trauma used in the occult and pedophilic rituals, right? To summarize medically, panda eyes equals bruising from trauma, especially to the head. In abuse context, it's said to result from severe internal trauma and is used symbolically in the occult and trafficking circles, right? So let's go back again. This football player wants to be the best. He wants to be the greatest. And the guy says to him, what are you willing to sacrifice? And he meets with these old people and these elites, and he wants the fame, the power, the fortune. He wants all these things, and he's willing to go through great lengths. He's willing to do whatever it takes. So now he's going into this place, or whoever that is, and they see people that are in some type of prison or bondage, and they have the panda eyes and they're dressed in all white. That is massively symbolic. Just like when you go to the Grammys sometimes and they joke about pizza. It's symbolism. It's right in your face, but it's symbolic. Right in your face and it's symbolic, because you cannot really get to a certain height in this world without a spirit involved, whether it's the devil or whether it's with God. Because you can be successful and great without the devil. Yes, you can. But there are levels. There are levels. There are levels. There are levels. All right, so let us keep going. Let us keep going. Right? Lady Gaga, panda eyes, right? Lady Gaga's panda eyes. I wonder what that means. Why is Lady Gaga having panda eyes? It's all occult symbolism. It's all occult symbolism right in your face. And you're just like, oh, this is so ugly. Why is she doing that? Why is she doing that? Why are they doing it? Why are they doing it in the film as well? Why is it in the film? And why are these people scared? Let's go back a little bit. Why are they scared walking in? Why are they backing up? Why are these people scared in panda eyes? Because they know that this guy's walking in and something's gonna happen. They're afraid because there are many children, many people that are trafficked. And that's a part of the rituals. That this is a part of sacrificing yourself. You gotta understand, a lot of these people in Hollywood, to sacrifice yourself means not just saying yes, Satan, but it means engaging into such perverted acts. Because when Satan told Jesus, I'll give you all these things, it was conditional by what? Bowing down. It wasn't just saying, he didn't just say, oh, if you just say yes to me. He said, if you'll bow down and worship me. That is perverted. That is a perverted act. Right? So this stuff here is very, very occultic. Right? So you can see Lady Gaga having the things in her eyes. Right? And you can see like celebrities that will take pictures with pandas. Oh, why are you taking a picture with a panda? Why not anything else? And they may try to like manipulate it for a certain reason. I'm telling you guys, this thing is the panda is very popular in Hollywood. Very popular. Very
Panda. So you got Panda is a secret code for.
So this is Orlando Brown, celebrity. He's been on shows like That's So Raven and stuff like that, and just listen to what he's saying. And he has had the panda eyes before when he's been cast on shows when he was younger. They made him have those eyes. Now to the producers and other people, they know what it means. But as a kid, he didn't know. And people are laughing and they're loving it because they know what it is, but y'all don't know. All right, but let's go back. Let's go back.
Panda. So you got Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much when you see black eyes like Blueface and, like that, he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else, okay? And so the eyes come out, and they call them panda eyes. And they do this so you see people with these cigars, and they're all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big thing between their legs that they're sticking in. And it's one big society of it.
And you're seeing like this, in order for this guy to be like a well-known like football player and to be successful, there are strange and diabolical stuff that are happening. Blood is being shed. And look right here, he looks possessed. Right here, he looks possessed. So that's the him guy. That's the I'm gonna be a successful football player. That's him now. He's going through rituals. He's going through rituals. The man's wicked. And look, let's go back a little bit. You saw him get masked. These clips are going really quickly. Right here is what people will call like MK Ultra. Brainwashing. All these things that are taking place to him. Now, to him, there are so many people that are celebrities, and people are wondering, why isn't Britney Spears say anything? Why doesn't Justin Bieber say anything? Or why doesn't this celebrity say anything? Because they've been through so much. They've been so brainwashed. They've been so a part of evil altars and sexual abuse and they have all been bewitched. That when they go out in public, they're not themselves. And this is why a lot of them, they have unstable relationships. They're just in jail and out of jail. They're addicted to cocaine. They're addicted to the drunkards. It's because of things that happen to them behind the scenes. And that's why the fame and the money does not give them real happiness. It doesn't give them pleasure, because what they had to do to get there has taken their peace. What they had to do to get there has taken their dignity, has taken their integrity, has taken their faith. And that's what Satan is all about. Satan will not allow you to get to the top without an extreme amount of compromise, where he strips you of your dignity. He strips you of your manhood. He strips you of your faith. He brings you to such a low point that you will never speak out, because the things that you have done, if you were to talk about it, you'll be in jail. It's like Diddy having all the cameras in his parties. No one can say anything because they are all involved in it. It's wicked, and their conscience is like, okay, this is horrible, but they were drunk, they were drugged. The perversion level really came high, and they got involved into this stuff. But if they say anything, they're going to either die or they're going to be exposed, and they're going to go to jail because some clips are going to be released. Look what this guy's doing. It's like, you see, whatever. Look, and whatever. I see. And what is this? Pentagram. What is this right here? A pentagram. This is a pentagram. So he sacrificed himself. He sold himself to the devil. Right over here. Sold his soul to the devil so he can be what? This great football player. And I recall when Tom Brady talked about how his wife is a witch, and his wife would tell him that when he would win the Super Bowl, and he'd have to wear certain witchcraft beads, and he'd have to do certain rituals, and his wife has like an altar, and it's demonic. And I want you guys to know this: much of the sports and the things that y'all are seeing are not natural. There's a lot of witchcraft, and there's a lot of voodoo going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of these athletes that have the favor from demons and occultists. So this is basically not only exposing, I don't believe the intention of this is to expose what really goes on, but it's to really throw it in your face. They're not exposing nothing. They're telling you what is going on, and they're calling it a horror film, and they'll label it conspiracy, because that's how the devil operates. The devil will mock you. He'll show it to you in your face. And if you are ignorant, that's why the Bible says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. That's why the Bible says, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Put on the full armor of God so you can stand against the strategies of the devil. That's what the Bible also says, for Satan not to take advantage over us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. These are devices. Throwing it into your face that, yes, it's demonic. Yes, I'm the God of this world, and I'm really in the mix. Or you think LeBron got up there just like this, you know, why he's throwing up that dust and the 666 signs and the symbolism and the pyramid? Yeah, I'm in that. You know why they're singing music about sex, money, drugs, murder, death, and everything that's demonic, everything that's antichrist? Yeah, because I'm the ruler of this industry. I'm the ruler of Hollywood. You know why everything's all about mocking Jesus and no other religion? That's in your face for a reason. That's in your face for a reason. So Satan is extremely strategic, and this man here was willing to do all that satanic stuff and all that dark stuff and meet with elite people so he could be the best football player. So he could be the best football player. So I do not recommend anyone watching this film. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. You know, the title of like him is idolatry, because it's who you think you are and who you want to be. Oh, I'm him. Oh, I'm that guy. And because there's pride and you feel like you're that guy, what happens is that you will be willing to do anything. And that's why Katy Perry said that she used to make gospel music, which she did. And then she wanted to be the Amy Grant of like gospel music, and it didn't work out for her. So she sold her soul to the devil. Guys, we are in the last days. And this is why, guys, you should not be watching these type of movies, because there is a strategy to it. It is occultic, it is satanic, and much of these missing children, these are the things that happen to them, and that's where they are. A lot of these, when growing up and they used to put children on milk cartons and on the newspaper, it's because they were actually missing, but they were kidnapped for rituals. And there have been many survivors, many children. I don't even know if YouTube will allow this to stay up. All right, I don't even know if they will, to be honest with you. I think they might take it down. But there has been so much children. I was gonna post some photos here, but YouTube's gonna flag it. There's been so many children who have been survivors of satanic abuse and sex trafficking, and their eyes are like pandas. I was gonna post it here, but my wife was like, no, don't do it. Because it's sensitive as a child, and YouTube's gonna flag it. Children, literal children, that they have gone through this sexual abuse, and their eyes are puffy and black or purple, like this, like a panda. If you do your research with what I'm talking about, you begin to understand why Lady Gaga and movies and other celebrities have panda eyes. It's ugly makeup. It doesn't look good, but it's symbolic. You ever wonder why they dress so red and something dark and weird and strange? A lot of this stuff is humiliation ritual, and they're telling you what they did, what they're about to do, or what they're all about. It's in your face. It's not the fact that also this guy is just dressing weird. Humiliation ritual. This celebrity went through a period of doing weird stuff, dressing weird stuff, doing weird humiliation ritual. Then they got to come out publicly and tell you, because the devil gets off from telling you how evil he is symbolically, and then you calling it a conspiracy. He doesn't just want to hide in darkness, but he wants to show you that he's truly in control. So you guys have to understand that we are in the darkest times that we have ever experienced. As technology increases, the Bible even talks about the wisdom of man, the knowledge of man increasing. The knowledge of man will continue to increase. Technology will continue to increase. These are prophecies in the book of Daniel. As they continue to increase, we will continue to see more evil. But the devil will have his strategies how to release it to you in a way that it will appease you. They're gonna label it horror. It's gonna be like, oh my God, that's gross, that's disgusting, oh my gosh. But you're paying to watch it. You're funding the industry. You're funding the system. So if you say, I just want to watch it to go review it or to show someone, you are literally, that money you're giving is to fund the industry, to fund the satanic abuse, to fund these celebrities that are anti-Christ.